So, hello again guys, idol mga lodi. So, it's me again, Frederick Atigbak. So, for now, I create a summary of a chapter 10 entitled Application Layer. So, let's go. So, the chapter 10 is titled Application Layer. So, let's go. For the section and objectives, the application layers protocols. So, explain the operation of the application layer in providing support to end user applications. So, it explains how functions of the application layer session and presentation layer work together to provide network services to end user application, and explain how common application layer protocols interact with the end user application. 10.2 Well-known application protocols and services. So it explains how well-known TCP/IP application layer protocols operate. So explain how web and email protocols operate. Explain how DNS and DHCP operate. Explain how file transfer protocols operate. Application protocols layer. So the application layer, so it closes the end user. It used to exchange data between programs running on the source and destination host. So there's a picture on the left side. So the OSI TCP, so there's a application presentation, session, transport, network, data link, physical, application, transport, internet, and network access. So in the middle, there's a application layer and data flow layers. So for the presentation of this, so presentation layer function, so it formatting data then at the source device into a compatible form for the receiving device. So compressing data, encrypting data. So the session layer function create and maintain dialogues between source and destination applications. So TCP application layer protocol, so domain names server, or what we call DNS, the TCP UDP 53 translate domain names such as cisco.com into IP addresses. So BOTP or bootstrap protocol is being suppressed by DHCP. So the dynamic host configuration protocol, DHCP UDP client 68 server 67 dynamically assign IP addresses to client station and startup. So the simple mail transport protocol, or SMTP TCP 25 enables client to send email to email server. So post office protocol, or POP TCP 110 enables client to retrieve email from a mail server. So internet message and access protocol, IMAP, so TCP IP43 enables client to retrieve email from a mail server, maintains email on service. So file transfer protocol, or what we call FTP TCP/N20 and 2 reliable, connection oriented, and acknowledged file delivery protocol. So the trivial file transport protocol, or TFTP UDP, simple connectionless file transfer protocol. Hypertext protocol, HTTP TCP and 8080. It sets up rules exchanging text, graphic, image, and etc. on the World Wide Web. Hypertext transfer protocol execute the HTTP TCP UDP and 443 uses encryption and authentication to secure communication. So for the client server, So the client and server processes are considered to be in the application layer. So in the application layer, protocols describe the format of the requests and responses between clients and server. So for the example of the client server is a network using an ISP email. So service to send, receive, and to store email. So there's a picture, network, server, download, and client. So resources are stored on the server, and the client is a hardware software combination of the people used directly. So peer-to-peer network, so data is accessed from a peer device without the use of a dedicated server. So each device known as a peer can function as both a server and a client. So peer-to-peer application, so a P2P application allows two devices to act as both a client and a server within the same communication. P2P application requires that each end device to provide a user interface and run a background service. So for the common peer-to-peer network include, so the G2, Bitcoin, BitTorrent, and eDonkey. So some peer-to-peer applications are based on the GNutella protocol, where each user shares whole life with other users. Many peer-to-peer applications allow users to share pieces of many files with each other in the same time. So this is the BitTorrent technology. Well-known are application layer protocols and services. So the Hyper Transfer Protocol and Hyper Markup Language. So when the web address or Uniform Resource Locator or URL is typed into web browser. So the web browser establishes a connection to the web service running on the server. So using the HTTP protocol. So the HTTP and HTTPS. So HTTP is a request and response protocol. So there's a three common HTTP message types are GET, or it stands for a client request for data. So and POST uploads data files to the web server, and last PUT uploads resources or content to the web server. So HTTP secures the HTTPS. Protocols uses encryption and authentication to secure data. So email clients communicate with a mail server to send and receive email. So email server communicate with other mail servers to transport messages from one domain to another. And the last three protocols for email. So first, the simple mail transfer protocol or SMTP to send mail, and post office protocol POP to retrieve email, and last, internet messages access protocol or IMAP to retrieve email. So that's all for now. This is the summary of the chapter 9. So please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.